Hello, today I will be talking about the indisputable truth of biological evolution and natural selection. The explanation of our origins is very bizarre and too complex for many people to understand, so they turn to believe in simple alternative stories. In fact, I will have a very hard time in believing in human evolution if it wasn't for all the mountains of evidence available to verify its truth. When you apply the evidence given by science, it all starts making sense, and then you can see why life is so naturally complex and diverse. Humans have been proven to be great apes, like our cousins the chimpanzees and gorillas. As Carl Sagan once said, bone for bone, muscle for muscle, molecule for molecule, there are almost no important differences between apes and humans. End quote. So, it's not a coincidence that we share around 98% of our genes with chimps. There are also mountains of transitional fossils to demonstrate the evolution of the genus Homo and other prehistoric bipedal apes from other great apes. Chimps and humans share a common ancestor around 6 million years ago, which is relatively brief in evolutionary and geologic time. But our brain mass has tripled since that common ancestor, which is a remarkable evolutionary transition. Humans and other apes also belong in the order of the primates, so all great apes are closely related to monkeys and lemurs as well. All primates share a common ancestor around 60 million years ago, just 5 to 6 million years after the non-avian dinosaurs died. The extinction of the dinosaurs allowed the tetrapod class of the mammals to freely evolve into the environmental niches left behind by the dead dinosaurs. Humans are mammals, so we and other apes and primates are more closely related to other mammals like cats, dogs, horses, rats, elephants, etc., than to reptiles, birds, fish, insects, mollusks, etc. This is proven by genetic, morphologic, embryologic, and fossil evidence. Mammals are a big and diverse group of animals thanks to the asteroid that killed the non-avian dinosaurs. How are all these species related and how do they diverge over time? Well, it's mostly a process that takes millions of years to happen. The main mechanism of evolution, natural selection, is pretty much survival of the fittest. So, evolution is not a random process. It actually selects in favor of the specimens with the genetic qualities that may lead to sexual maturity, fertility, and fecundity. The struggle for survival and the competition to reproduce is seen every day amongst all living organisms. It is a cold and cruel world out there, and several offspring don't make it to the next season, because not every specimen is given the right deck of cards to survive to adulthood in a particular environment. So repeat this process and add in mutations over a time span of hundreds of thousands or millions of years, and the process of speciation will occur, which means the formation of a new species. The random aspect, mutations, has a significant role in evolution. They provide the opportunity for genetic change in a species or population. Most genes get passed on to offspring intact, but sometimes there is a mistake in processing an offspring's genome. These mistakes are called mutations, and most don't affect the survival of the specimen. A few may be harmful, but on the other hand, a few may also be beneficial. These beneficial mutations may give significant advantage to an offspring. They may give them higher chances of fertility, while also creating whole new breeds within the species. This is especially seen with all the different types of dog breeds that were made by artificial selection. Lastly, we can see that viruses like COVID-19 tend to have new strains every year. This is because of the process of evolution made by natural selection and mutations. Viruses and unicellular life reproduce and multiply way faster than animals, because they are way simpler, so their evolution is immensely sped up compared to ours. That is why we can see viruses change into different strains under a human lifetime. We only see a snapshot of human evolution because of the vast time it needs for it to happen, so we can see how knowing about the mechanisms of evolution is also very important for daily life in that way. Well, this is the basics of biological evolution that I know from the top of my head. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to help grow this channel. Stay tuned for more.